Gure naal ishq matha. Now go on the higher octave.
Okay.
Gure naal ishq matha. Mid. Gure naal ishq matha. Gure naal ishq matha.
Hi.
Rabba lagna kise nu jave. Gure naal ishq matha.
Why are you singing that? What's happening, people? Welcome to this week's episode of the Indy and Dutch podcast. Thank you for joining us this week. Had a little bit of a false start there, but all good. We've learned 132 episodes into this.
Good lad, always learning, always
Still always testing and trying and making sure that we don't fuck anything up.
You ready for a sing song?
I'm ready for your sing song.
Gure naal ishq matha. Now go on the higher octave.
Okay.
Gure naal ishq matha. Mid.
Oh,
Gure
wow.
naal ishq matha. Ho, gure naal ishq matha.
Hi.
Rabba lagna kise nu jave. Gure naal ishq matha.
Why are you singing that?
See, when we were rolling and we didn't record it,
Mm.
you said something about letting your wife into dil and then love and romanticism.
Yes, that's what I
so
said.
I made the gure naal ishq matha.
Oh,
So
thank
ishq,
you.
That's,
Thank you.
Well, yeah. So I just felt like singing.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about
It's
it.
all good, man. It's all good.
It's all good. Get that. Long time.
Guys, it's been the longest weekend of my life.
We will touch on this and what's happening. Don't you worry, sunshine.
That is my confession. I've spent way too much time in Indy. Thank you.
You
and
love
good
it.
night.
You love
Thank
it.
you and good night.
You love it.
There's been no balance of Sanj, so
There is no balance of
that's
Sanj
been
in my
difficult.
life ever.
That's been
You don't
difficult
need
for me.
Sanj.
No, I do. I've
you
realized that's quite difficult for me.
You don't need Sanj. You only need me.
Okay, you've just said that on camera. That's publicly. That's not going to be edited out. Sanj, yeah. I don't need Sanj is the clip you'll take.
I
away from
mean,
that.
you don't need
I
Sanj
don't
here.
need Sanj.
You don't need Sanj here.
I don't need Sanj is what you just said.
You don't need it right here.
That's going to be taken out, put somewhere.
It won't be.
They're going to, you know what would be really interesting? After like, I don't know, another, say we get to 500 episodes, or when we get to 500 episodes, people take clips and do that, mashup thing.
Yes.
Of us saying
compilation.
sentences.
Yes.
I don't need Sanj. I really don't need.
Oh, wow. Thanks, man. Give me my intro. Go on, let's go.
Okay. Confessions on brown. Moon.
What was that last bit?
Day.
Oh, there you go. The guy held it back. He held it back.
I'm on a chill,
He had some in
I'm
the
on chill-
tank.
I'm on chill flex today.
You are.
So
You better bring the energy, man. Wake up. Right, I'll go first.
yes, you will.
Have you seen this news article this week, Karan?
About
There's a lady influencer online who is asking for marriage applications from people
for herself.
for herself.
So she's saying, I want to get married. I'm famous.
She's very famous.
Put your CV. Okay. All right.
She's a big time influencer on Instagram.
Happening.
White girl.
Right. Okay.
So,
And she's of an eligible age, is she?
sorry?
She's of an eligible age to get married.
I'd assume so.
Okay, fine.
So,
And you thought you'd click on there and have a look at the...
no, Sanj sent this to me actually saying, you should talk about this.
Right.
There's a marriage application on here to be filled in.
Right, come on then.
Marriage application. Do you want to hear some of the questions?
From the marriage contract, man. So yeah, here we go.
Here are the questions. Let's go.
Go on then.
Number 1.
Let's see if we can fulfill these needs, by the way, as we go along. Then.
Tell me your number of ex-girlfriends.
So we've got to be truthful here, yeah? So 1,
How many of which are crazy?
0.
Good start. Right, here we
Wow,
go.
that's the first question.
How many? Tell me the number of exes you still talk to. Drunk texts count.
0.
0. Okay. Do you have? What does that say? Oh, do you have kids? I thought that said, do you have like
prior
AIDS?
kids, 'cause that
But
was-
anyway,
AIDS, bloody hell.
I thought it
that should
said
be
that.
question number 1.
Do you have kids?
No.
There you go. Do you want them?
Yes.
There you go. Oh, Garen. Oh, check you out. The guy,
Quite
Shindy,
eligible.
watch out, man.
Quite eligible here.
Watch out. Watch out. Are you married or dating someone now? Well, don't think you're eligible anymore, are you,
I mean,
sunshine?
for the purposes of this, I can make myself available.
Okay, for the purposes of this, you can make yourself available.
Purposes of this only, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Hypothetical, yeah.
If yes, explain why you are filling this out.
If yes. Very successful podcaster and YouTuber with a elusive, not elusive, that's not the right word. Illustrious medical career, medical entrepreneur.
Boss.
When you hear me speak, you will just be enchanted by this voice.
Enchanted by this voice.
There you go.
My God.
That's all she needs to
There's only one line for that. You can't add anything more. But yeah, okay.
So you know what I do there. Hyperlink.
You hyperlink
A
it.
little bit link, right?
Bit.ly click.
Hi.
Bit.ly click.
Dr. Jazz here, and this is a very special message for a very special girl.
I feel really uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
Do you have a full-time job?
I have several full-time
Well,
jobs.
there you go. If you were picking 3 adjectives to describe yourself, which one of them would be douchey?
Adjectives, you mean?
Yeah.
Not objectives.
It looks like it says objectives. Adjectives. 3. If you were picking 3 adjectives to describe yourself, which one of them would be douchey?
I don't understand that last bit. What do you mean douchey?
Like, which one's the most up yourself?
Oh, in nearly every situation, I'll be the most confident.
Well, kind of misread this a little bit, but
okay. Well,
if you were picking 3 adjectives to describe yourself, would one of them be douchey?
That's a completely different question.
Yes or no? No? Okay, you're fine. Do you live with your parents?
Yes.
That's it. You failed, I think, at this point.
Listen. A lot of perks to that, okay?
Is there perks to this? Is there perks to this? Go on. You should write next to it. There you go.
Yeah.
Do you own a working car? Keyword working.
Wow, that's
low barrier, isn't it?
Yeah, like who would not have a working car?
Depends where you live. London people don't.
No. They don't have a car. That's different
Might not
to
be
not
working
having a
either.
working car. Yeah, that's just weird, man. That's a weird question. Okay. So
do you have Twitter?
Yes, I do. I don't use it, but I do have it.
Do you currently have a booty calls?
Oh, sorry?
Do you currently have a booty call and then bracket calls?
What's the question?
Do you have booty calls?
No.
Do you currently have any lined up?
No.
That's what she's asking.
Not you.
Yeah.
Not very forward.
Yeah.
Do you have a working car? Do you know, you said the car question, and then my head, when you said that, went to boot. I was like, why is she asking for the boot of the car? And then you're like, booty call.
Booty call.
Because in American, they say it like that, isn't it?
Booty. Put it in the booty. No one says put it in the booty. Okay,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Booty call.
This conversation's got a bit weird.
But then, yeah, directly to that, do you have any booty calls?
Yes.
No.
If we lived together, would I get the walk-in closet?
Yeah, we share it. That's fine.
Share it, not fully give. Ooh,
Share
I don't know. Well, it's a yes or no question, Karan. It's not really
Yes,
you'd say yes. Wow, look at you, submissive Munda. Is it acceptable to hit on my friends?
No.
Do you like watching Avatar?
The first one.
Yes.
The
first one.
Yeah, not the
Okay.
second one.
Who is the best artist? I can only see 2 of the questions here. The Weeknd or Future?
Weekend.
The Weeknd. There you go. That's it, bro. That's the question. This body has over 3,000 applicants.
What's her...
She's still taking more.
What's her followers level? What are we talking?
About in the millions.
In the millions.
In the millions, yeah.
So then she has to filter.
Would you like to
through
see a
those.
picture of her?
Yeah.
Here you go. I'll show you a picture. I want your live reaction to this picture. This is the picture chosen by the Metro for this article. What is being shown in that picture?
Eddie booty. Booty Eddie. I'm ready to settle down and be serious.
You're seeing a mirror reflection of?
A bum.
There you go.
But she looks awfully young.
She wants a boyfriend.
What would you... No, she wants a marriage.
Sorry, marriage.
Yeah,
she wants a marriage.
What would you guess his age?
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would
Same
assume.
thing,
Yeah.
20?
I didn't know people do that. I'm not going to lie.
Marriage applications, yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's the world we live in, isn't it?
But if we did that, do you think she's done it because she has social status and she's able to just say, line up?
I think it's just a fun experiment. Just sometimes you talk about how we meet people. That's an interesting way to meet people, isn't it? Just
how'd you meet your wife? I was one of 3,000 successful applicants to get the job of marrying.
Yeah, but the other side to it is, sometimes you put yourself on an app and you're scared is somebody going to find you attractive. The only people that are going to apply to this are people who are going to find you attractive.
Yes.
Or they're coming after your money. That's the other side to this.
They're after your money.
Yeah, and that's hard to filter out in a question, isn't it? So this is just getting to the point. Who's a gold digger? That's what you're trying to get to. Maybe let's just ask him about the working car and a job.
Ask her about the what?
The working car and a job.
Yes.
I don't understand the booty question.
I don't think she's a gold digger though. She's got enough money for herself.
But the guy would be a gold digger in this situation.
Why? Is that it? So you think this is a pre-filter of answering questions of, do you have a car, which means you're self-sufficient?
No. Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that some of those applicants clearly are going to be like, mate, she's minted. She's going to be my sugar mom.
Balling.
Yeah. I reckon you got a lot of older guys applying for it as well.
Huh?
A lot of older men.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Interesting.
Still taking over 3,000 applicants because 3,000 ain't enough.
Have you applied?
It's just gluttony, isn't it?
You're not applied, have you?
Why would I apply? I'm very happy.
You're very eligible, man. You are.
I'm not eligible
Listen,
at all.
you got
I'm very ineligible.
You got a podcast.
I'm cup tied. as they would say in football.
You're
You're cup-tied.
fashion, pro baller. I mean, there's so much going for you.
There is a lot going for me, but I'm very happy.
What I will say,
Yes. Well, you scratch your ear.
Yeah.
Make the sound.
I can't make it. There is that caveat.
That's the sound you're missing.
There is that caveat, which is, should Diljit propose to Sanj, and you accept and sort of move to.
Why
Sanj,
would I accept?
You'd have to.
I would not accept.
He's the A side. You're the B
I would
side.
not accept.
You'd like Diljit, the other goat.
I say to
okay.
Sanj, I'm like, listen, you're no Kylie to him. He will just always compare you to Kylie.
Wow.
He won't love you forever. I will.
Wow.
See? Nikia?
But
I don't care for a Kylie. Nikia?
You sound like I don't care for Kali. That's what you said at the end.
Kylie. Wow.
So that happens. Then Indy, you would have Hall Pass and you could apply for these applications.
Hall Pass.
Yeah, mate.
That's a heartbreaking film, that.
I haven't seen it.
You should watch it. It's really funny.
It's
But
about
also,
1 week they get off.
yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah.
If you watch it, you're like, okay. It's really cringe.
Yeah.
Really, really cringe.
The concept there, yeah. Booty calls.
Yes.
Is that what booty calls are?
Sorry?
Booty calls.
No, it's a concept of just you get to shag around for a week. That's it.
Hall Pass.
That's what it is. Hall Pass.
And a booty call?
Booty call is like...
Is it friends with
How do I
benefits?
explain a
Friends with
booty
benefits?
call? Not really, no. It's like, I'm lonely, come over. And you just get called saying, I'm lonely, come over, and you go over. That's it. So
Yeah.
if a girl calls you and says...
No, but for the purpose of... Yeah.
the purpose of
But then
putting
so
down
how
some
is-
wood, yeah.
How is it different to prostitution?
Sorry?
How's it different to prostitution?
No money is exchanged.
It's
You
someone-
know the person.
It's someone you know.
You know the person.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's informal. It's
Yeah,
casual.
yeah, it's
friends with benefits,
it's
man.
more
It's Netflix
casual
and
than
chill.
friends with benefits. It's more casual than that.
It's
Way
Netflix
more
and
casual.
chill.
Way more casual.
How so?
It's just come over, do the deed, and leave. That's it. That's what it sounds like.
And what's the other one?
Booty call. For friends with benefits, it's like you kind of do some things together.
Oh, you're saying
You just
it's
haven't
more,
got a
it's
label
more
on it.
direct.
Yeah.
So it is basically being an escort, but it's not being paid.
Wow, that's kind of wrong, I guess.
If you think about it.
Maybe.
Like you said, no
Are
exchange.
we
of money.
objectifying men here?
Don't know. Don't know. Let's not go there. Any other confessions? Interview?
That's it. I got that one. That's it. That was mine for the week. I'm well proud of that.
So
Thank you, Sanj, for that. Thank you.
You ready for another wedding confession? Because
Oh,
Karan gets invited to so many weddings and undercottages. I don't think I've used the word undercottage this much in my whole life. But we do talk about undercottage a lot, which is good, and it's promoting the use of that terminology. So that's good.
Look at my face right now.
Look, it is what it is, man. Okay, it is what it is. I've told you, Shindy's been very good recently. Nothing to complain about on that front.
Look at my face.
I'm a happily married man.
Look at my face.
Okay, would you like to skip to the next segment?
No.
We can do that as well. Absolutely fine. There we go.
For God's sake. Just rename it the Indian Doctor Wedding Cast. Okay? Honestly. Jeez, this guy.
It's just is what it is. This is where I
Where's
am.
my Barney? Here it is. Let me just sit.
In
Go on.
Yenda. So it's the undercottage. Now, Indy. You're on. It doesn't matter which side you're on. You're on the boy side or the girl side. You've had your wedding breakfast. Okay. By the way, when you're having your wedding breakfast, are you a kind of have a bit of everything, or have you got certain things you avoid?
Depends if I've been to the toilet that morning.
So you're empty.
If I'm empty, free reign.
You're empty, and there's pakode,
Free reign.
parathe,
Everything.
dahi, barfi,
Sarianu.
char.
Sarianu.
You're having a bit of everything.
Everything.
And are you trying to fill yourself up, or are you just trying to get to a good level?
Trying to fill myself up.
You don't think you're gonna get that?
Sleepiness. It's not my wedding. It doesn't matter.
It's not. It's not.
Camera's not on me.
So it doesn't matter if I fall asleep in the
Exactly.
bathtub. Is that
There
what
you
you're
go.
saying?
It doesn't matter.
That's not a good opinion. That's not a good take. Right, do you have jar?
Of course I have jar.
You
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Right. Okay. So now it's that time where everyone needs to go upstairs, and people are quite lax about going upstairs, and people.
Holly
are ushered.
filtering in.
You've gone upstairs, and it's at the point where the boy's made his entrance. The groom is now been ushered. Gyani ji will say, "Munda, aake matha tek ke sajje paase beh ji. Come and sit right inside."
Yeah.
Right. They normally put the thing up. So now you know. Okay. Now we're waiting for the bride. Now you've got a couple of friends who attend the wedding late, so they come upstairs and they come to the bar sub. What do you think happens? So
Sit at the back.
no, but that doesn't happen. What did I see yesterday?
They walk around him. And do
Yeah.
matadek.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So this is so funny. So guys, you've got. Imagine this is the groom. Guru Maharaj is here.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can see that, right? So the person, yes, that is insane. The correct thing to do in this situation, you still got a matatek.
Do it later.
Yeah. Well, but you'd matatek from where you are. So yes, you come into the hall. You go to the men's side or wherever that is. Do you know some Gurdwara they have different sides for men?
Yeah.
Really rare.
Yeah.
Sohra Gurdwara.
Sohra Gurdwara, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
but if you
I
think
had a
about,
wedding there recently.
if you think about it, you know when you do lama, when you pakarma,
Yeah.
Because the guy's on the left and the pakarma goes that way, it actually makes more sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
With every other thing, we do the whole.
It's on the right. Yeah, you have to do the inverted turn.
They're ahead of the game, man. Right, yeah. So you come in, you go to the men's side, you matha tek where you're standing, like where you're sitting. That's it, and then you'll do a more formal matha tek later. Everybody knows that. So friend comes in yesterday, smiley. He's smiling because he knows he's late. He's obviously seen the groom. Doesn't think about this particular point.
Friend of the groom.
He goes up near the groom. So he still has the opportunity to kind of matha tek behind the groom, and then kind of depart that way, exit right, stage right, and sit down. No. Comes side on with the groom as if he's the bride now. Looks at the groom. So the groom is trying to maintain
the siddhaness of looking straight.
Siddhaness, you're holding your shastra, your sword, trying to be in a flow state. Kirtan is happening, you're meditating, feeling good. But even when your eyes are closed, you kind of have this feeling when you kind of know when someone's near you. So I don't know if the groom's at this point thinking, oh, maybe the bride's here. But obviously, normally Yani you would say, Kudi wali nu benti hai tusi leke aao. So for whatever reason, I think he opened his eyes, right? So you got happy friend here, really close to him. And then he says hi, and then he matha teks, and then he says hi again before then coming back. I said, let me see.
Everyone's seen this.
Everyone's seen
in
this.
4K.
We've all seen this, and we're like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? And just completely oblivious to it. I thought it was excellent.
Wow. That is insightful.
It is.
Had no shame. They had no shame.
And obviously, look, it's the same rules where if the brides come in, and you've got, each the bride and groom have their own little posse. Do you have a posse?
Yes, sometimes.
You had a posse, didn't you? Yeah.
I didn't have a posse. I just had my family. That's it.
Who's sitting right behind you, pre-lava? Just straight.
Sister.
Yeah, so you had a little posse. Oh, just one.
Just my sister.
Just your sister. All right, fine. Sanj had a posse.
Yes, should.
So you have team bride, team groom, and if that's happened and you're walking in, you definitely know. Don't try and go around matha tek. Imagine if somebody went.
Just steps over the palla.
Through the middle, bro. Hi guys. So while I'm here,
can I just give you a second now?
Yeah. Drop. And the camera. Right. Have a great day. I'm just gonna go.
I'm gonna go now. I've done my bit.
Skip the lama, skip the ardas. I got my photo.
That's it. It's done.
Oh, this is the Indy principle, isn't it? Get a photo with the main.
That's it. Get a photo. Make sure you're there. Okay. Done. I know some people that've been to weddings that haven't done the minimum of that, and I'm like, whoops. There's no record of you being there. Of what? Taking the picture with the bride and groom. There's no proof that you were there.
But they've given shuggan because you count it when you count the shuggan, no?
Normally when you give the shuggan, it is...
You get the photo.
You get the photo. It means you didn't give shuggan either. Ooh. Problematic.
Okay. And the other thing I observed was when you're in the bar shop and you're waiting for the bride to come in, right? Tell me, how do you know when the bride's coming? Because normally there's one or two bentis that go out, but they don't. It's not like benti happens. Like, oh, I'm ready to come in.
I don't actually know. Okay, it's normally when you see the first person put their head in the swivel in front of you.
Right. So yeah, you got the.
Then everyone starts looking. Oh.
I'll tell you what it is. It's the photographers. I always keep my eye because basically you have a bride team and this is not on thingy.
Yeah. DND. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have the bride team and the groom's photographers, videographers, and they've all. Have you seen those things they carry? There's like.
Gimbals. Oh, the little bandooks.
Bandook things. And
the bandooks actual, the little
yeah. It was a massive camera and the lens is like this big.
Yeah.
And I'm envious. I'm like, we need that for the podcast. Maybe I'll just take yours. And despite having two, like in there, they still have a third one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
just in case.
Yeah, just in case, right. So you got those guys and then you see them just chilling, like doing like... a
few casual shots, informal shots of everyone there.
The arcing or whatever you call the curving, whatever. And as soon as it's like...
That's it. Adjust quickly. Get it ready. Hurry up.
Yeah. Then you're like, it's going down. This is it. And then okay.
Now we turn around.
Well, whoever wants to turn around. I'm not a turn around kind of guy.
Acha.
You turn around kind of guy.
Yeah. Every time.
I have mixed feelings on this.
Why?
Because ultimately, even though there's somebody else coming in, the focus of the bar sahib is Guru Maharaj always.
Okay.
And if I say this to a lot of kids. Look, if physically Guru Maharaj was here, then your focus would be there. So for me, it's irrespective of how much commotion is going on, respect and Maryada still needs to be there for Guru Maharaj. And that's something I talk about a lot. Like this idea of the lavans happen, you don't start talking and celebrating. You can do that outside. You still got to respect. There's a time to do that. For example, when it's time to shagan, it's an accepted thing. Maharaj is
I see that.
Yeah. Anyway, so for me, it's bride will come in. I can see other people looking. They'll come into my line of sight.
Yeah.
But for me, the best, it sounds really creepy actually, not the best look at the bride, but if you want to see the bride and what they're wearing, appreciate it.
You're going to get the best view. Appreciate her full outfit.
All right, Indy, because you're in fashion.
Sure. Was it done by Sabiyasaj? Was it not? Oh,
we're on the guys.
Was it off the rack? Was it not?
Oh
no! You know how much do you think it was worth? Come on, man! I'm just mentioning to you everything that every girl thinks in their head.
Wow,
that's what I'm saying.
You know way too much about this stuff.
Telling you,
fashion,
bro.
Man.
Telling you.
So, the best view you're going to get of both the bride and groom actually is going to be as they're doing the lava.
First lava at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Because you catch it on the straight bit.
Catch it straight.
And then you're like, okay, this is the time if I'm going to take a picture. I'll take it now. If I want to look, take it now.
No phones allowed, Karan, in the Darbar side. We've been over this. Can't be on your phone. Can't be taking cameras.
I agree.
So why are you saying to take the best photo then? How dare you?
I don't personally. But I know people
who takes it. How dare they? That's wrong.
Yeah.
It's very wrong.
Police. I'm not
you should slap the phone out of the hand.
Yeah. You know, when I get to that age where I can be like that Bob Barnett, no playing cards in the bar zone. And you're going to be like, I don't know him. I don't know. He used to be my friend.
If you ever do that, I will lose my shit at you.
I'm going to do it to your kids.
I will 100% lose my shit at you.
Tera daddy kitthe hai? Tera daddy nu bula.
No,
where is he?
They'll be like, Dhaei, why are you talking weird? That's what they'll say.
It's me. I know who you are. No special privilege.
That's it.
Yeah. There you go, matey.
That is actually mad. Has this person been late to weddings before that you've been to with them? I'm assuming you know them.
I do know them.
They've arrived late for weddings before?
No, I can't think. No. And to be fair, like when he told us afterwards why he was late, there's like a clear mitigating circumstance, which is like completely unavoidable. So I understand. That wasn't the thing.
It wasn't like he overslept or anything?
No.
Okay.
Something, I mean, his partner wasn't there either because she was dealing with something else. So it was related to that.
Very fair.
But no, I can't say that he has been late. But yeah, another cottage. How many have you got? Any more left for the?
None.
Yeah. Done.
Had my one.
I got one more. Wow.
When?
October.
Nice.
Jas, he lives down the road from us. He watches our content. He gives us ideas. He gave us the idea for the biodata that we talked about a while ago.
Boom.
And white names.
It's good.
Yeah.
Cool. I like
so yeah, that's the last one for me though for this year.
Good job, bro.
Very good.
I'm proud of you. End of wedding season.
Very good.
Even though last week's episode, 2 weeks episode ago, was called Wedding Extravaganza 2023, and you're just continuing it on, aren't you?
Just people keep inviting me, Maggie Karan. Like,
There you go.
It's like, hi, we'd like to book an Indian doctor for the Anand Cottage, but we can only afford one of you. So, doctor, if you could come, that would be absolutely wonderful.
Trust me, take him. He'll enjoy it more than I will. Okay.
Indy will enjoy the food more than I will.
No, I won't. I won't enjoy the food more than you either. I think you're definitely the go-to guy for this. I have faith that you will do this very, very well and represent the both of us in the best way possible.
Guys, what Indy's demonstrating here, which I'm very happy about but also sad about, is I've taught him some NLP techniques. But the thing is, when he uses it on me, it's the most cringy thing in the world because I can see him doing it. I can see his face lighting up and I'm just like, I'm going to have to use some dark NLP on you, man. I'm going to manipulate the shit out of you.
I caught you, man. I caught you slipping. You were like, why are you NLPing me? I was like, because I believe in you, man.
No. He's doing it again. It's just horrible. Guys, if you want to book out Indy for your wedding, he's available.
I am not available.
He will...
I am booked for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I am booked for the foreseeable future.
Imagine. This will never happen, but... I don't know why I thought of this now. But you know, obviously in sports, you have commentary.
Imagine you have to do commentary around the lava.
No, the pre. As the hall's filling up, the Barca's filling up. Imagine a Nanda Cottage commentary. And today we can see that Chachaji clearly did not put any effort in his outfit today, and his shirt is tucked out.
He is hungover.
Yes, he cannot see straight. Chachi is looking very, very angry.
Yes.
The kids are running wild here today. Their head is not covered. Where is Babaji is approaching now at a very fast pace. His right arm is straight and cocked, and
it's in there.
He's made connection.
And he's made connection.
And that's it. There's another kid crying.
That's it. There you go. Good times. Cool.
I
Add to the roll of the whole Darbasa. Why don't you? Yeah.
Commentary, man. But in general, just weddings. I remember this from we went to see Kulvinder Gir. You know Kulvinder Gir?
No.
So goodness gracious me, I'm not quite Rudy.
Oh, that one. Yeah, he's top.
So we went to see him. It was at a show, Birmingham Town Hall. And before the show started, so everyone was like filling in, and then we had this voice, and he just obviously I didn't know it was him at the time, but he was talking and he was describing what people were doing, and everyone's like, "Where's this person? How are they seeing us?" It was actually really, really funny. I thought about that idea. Imagine if you did that, even if it's at the reception and everything. You just had live commentary. I've been to one wedding where that's actually happened. The bride's brother had a headset.
Oh, jeez.
And was like
Monica and Friends.
Yeah. But no, but it was connected to the speakers. So he was commentating what was happening. It's actually really funny.
Wow. But that's not allowed in a Darbar Sahib, is it?
No. This is at the reception.
Oh, reception, yeah.
Yeah. No, it never happened in Gurdwara. But a reception or a Jago party. That works. How funny would that be?
That works. He may as well just be behind the decks, just shouting things out over the mic.
No, walking around, man. You'll be with the people in it.
Yeah.
Get in there in it.
New level of bestie unlocked. All right, next segment. Hanji dosto.
Very somber.
We are gathered here today.
For what? The passing.
For the questions of the week.
The passing of the podcast.
Questions of the week, my friend. Right, here we go. So, number one question: why isn't coffee served in the Gurdwara?
It is.
No, it's not. Never seen it.
Last 2 Langar cottages had coffee.
How? It's not served ever. I go to the front of the Langar hall and ask it, like, we don't have any.
Cool. There's 2 things here. The first thing is, it depends. If you're going to, if it's an event, normally the catering team, that's a separate thing. They'll have coffee. That's number 1. Number 2, at my local Gurdwara, it's not served, but they have coffee available. So you have to
make it yourself.
Yeah. But it is there. But why isn't it available? Yeah,
it's never readily available at like places. It's not commonly made. It's all right. It might be in a bag in a corner, some flipping Kenko dust, but that's it.
Yeah. But tea is just the more staple thing at a Gurdwara, isn't it? It's not.
It is, but tea and coffee to me, they have similar amounts of caffeine, give you the same kind of input.
Coffee's not really a Punjabi thing because you don't have a coffee.
It's not, but is it because does tea originate from India?
Yes.
Is that why then? Because it's just a native thing. It's the choice of drink of the country.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean.
Compared to coffee.
As in even the expression.
You don't get tea in France, do you?
France? Is it France?
Shut up.
You don't. Why don't you have tea in France? You drink tea.
It's not more commonly available. I think coffee's more. No, sorry, Italy. Italy coffee is more readily available than tea.
Yeah, no, but there are certain countries that just love coffee, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's true. But that expression, you come over for a chada cup.
I say coffee now. Do you want to go
English,
for coffee?
Yeah. No, we would say that because we're just more British, aren't we? But back home, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't like coffee literally. Well, okay.
See,
it's changing. They do have that now. CCD Cafe Coffee Day is there.
What?
Okay, CCD is like their Costa.
Okay.
Costa's our UK version of Starbucks.
Right.
If you want to brand it like that.
Okay.
So CCD Cafe Coffee Day is the locus.
It's a chain. Yeah. I thought it was an event or something.
No,
okay, all right. The way you said
all
it,
the cool kids
you rattled out like CCC.
I used to go there. He's a cool guy. I used to wear tight t-shirts, sit there.
You still do.
It's all loose now. It's all loose. Coffee the Gurdwara. What would you keep it on? Like one of those like warm with a plate things, like the police have.
Same way. Just have like a cup, like how you do in like an American diner. You had the jug.
Like America in the police.
Boss, just have it
Brooklyn
ready.
Nine-9, have it
That's
ready.
it. Ready.
Yeah. I just don't think it's mainstream, but then maybe if we test it, maybe more people drink it. Maybe you should put that in the suggestion box.
Suggestion box?
Well, actually, to be honest, your suggestion box isn't this. Hi, Dad. It's me, interviewed your son. As CSK, can you please ensure there's coffee at
in the house?
Actually, no. Let's take it to a real level. Hi, Dad. Can you call SGPC and get this decreed so that every Gurdwara in the world...
Low-key?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not joking. I know he's got the contacts.
Low-key, my dad loves coffee as well.
And he has an endless supply, doesn't he? Was that the story he told?
Yeah, it is.
Wait
there.
Here we go. In the V found there's no coffee at his mum and dad's house, so his dad ran out and got... Dun, dun, dun.
This is what I had.
Shaka laka 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 boom, chaka laka laka boom boom, chaka chaka big
Look at the size of this thing.
Bigger,
Look at
shigger,
it.
shigger, bigger,
Huge.
bigger.
That's what he gave me.
And how many of those did you get? 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, coffee कदे नहीं मुकनी हो. Indeed, तू coffee पी के ना तेरी IBS में ठीक कर देना. तेरी सारी टट्टियां मैं कर देना. Coffee पी के खाली कर देना तेनू मैं.
Love coffee, man. The way it makes me go to the toilet is like dynamite. Love it.
It's very effective, isn't it?
It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it just does the job, doesn't it?
Only if you have the right amount of Barney in your system, though. Otherwise, it's not doing anything for you.
Yeah, it's just clogging you up, isn't it? I digress. Coffee.
Yes.
Your dad can make the call. He can make it part Mariada.
Yes.
Every Gurdwara in the UK,
that's it.
in the world would have coffee.
This is what we wanted. This is what we came for.
Master plan, isn't it? Yeah. So events will have it.
So you just have to simply ask around.
Like I was asked, like the last Raj's wedding, 5 Rivers did the catering.
Raj. Yeah. My best friend.
They came around. They were like, they actually didn't offer tea first. So the person that was going around was like, coffee, and I was like, what? Coffee here?
See, you were surprised. It's not common.
It's not common. Yeah. And I was like, really? And the thing was, I've had my morning coffee. I was like, I don't
get a second one.
No, it's too early. I was like, I don't need it. I need tea. I need a little bit of tea.
Yeah, but why? Why can't you have a second cup of coffee? Are you worried you're going to start twitching?
It's just in my head. It's like, see, the point you made is actually is a good point about the caffeine content in both. But the perception is coffee has more caffeine, right? So, chai's okay. Chai hasn't got anything. Chai to chai. It's a dudh hai. It's mainly dudh pani. Like, you just don't think in that way. So for me, it's like, I've had the morning coffee. This is only on wedding days. Then I'm going to have half a cup of tea. Me and Shinny are going to share that. Then you're going to go upstairs, Nanda Cottage. And then, depending on if it's Langar or reception. And then I want my coffee later in the day. Yeah, I don't want 2 coffees too close to each other. That's, no, I don't need.
You don't want the repeated either.
I don't really get that. It's just, yeah, you're right. I get really wired. Like a hyperactive. It's like jumping on.
You're expected to sit down for 2 hours and be still.
Yeah.
Leg twitching, body shaking.
I'm gonna need to find a microphone. Need to say something. प्यारे साथ संगत जी जिन्हों दी गड्डी ब्लॉक कर रही है बाहर please ਤੁਸੀਂ I haven't had one of those for ages.
Please the Indian doctor subscribe karo please. Fair. Move your gaddi. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah. I haven't heard one of the announcements in a while.
I haven't actually, I kind of miss it.
It's because everyone's so respectful. They're not doing desi parking flex.
I was thinking the other day on the concept of driving and weddings now, since we're there. Remember how you used to tail someone to go to the next event because they had the directions down.
Tonu venue da pata?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone follow him. And you've got this 8 trail of cars following you.
Convoy.
And the problem is when you get to that traffic light,
what do you do?
And it gets separated, you hope they pull over. When they don't, you're like, you're on your own, mate. This is pre-Google Maps, kids. Pre-A to Z in your car. Even if it is A to Z in your car, you're not in the same city. You're not in Birmingham. You're in like, I don't know, Coventry. It's a problem.
Bro, A to Z in your car when you're the, let's call it the navigator and the pilot, co-pilot. Pressure. Turning the pages. Oh my God. A5.
It cuts off here.
A5.
It cuts off here.
B4
page 166. Shit. I'm on page 12.
That's some stressful shit, man. That's some stressful shit. But yeah, if you're approaching the light and you see there's a chance of it stopping.
Yes.
You do the right thing and you stop there.
But you don't know. If you've got an 8-car convoy behind you, you don't know.
Yeah.
And you feel bad because you're like, I'm leading the crew, but every man for themselves, innit?
8 cars a lot. That's like presidential level.
It gets like that.
Might as well have the motorbike.
And then sometimes if you're lost and another person's lost, you'll look in the car around you and you look for someone in a suit and you'll be like, you wind the window down. There wasn't a person. It was this. Are you going to
wedding?
Are you going to a wedding? Yeah. Same. All right. Yeah. Can we follow you? Do you know the way? Oh, you don't. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll see you in a bit.
Why have you made them so white? I don't understand.
Because it's true.
No, it's not.
That's how it is.
Nah.
You're missing the point that when my brother was driving, he was driving the car, so he'd roll down the window and say this to someone, for example. He'd be driving the car to another person who's driving the car, and they're in the passenger seat or they're in the driver's seat, but they're the ones that are younger. So he's saying it in English at this point.
I don't feel like Bal will get lost, though. I feel like Bal's a...
It depends, isn't it? I can't say this has definitely happened. I'm giving an example.
Bal's a prepper, I feel.
No, he's not a prepper. He just wings it, I'll be honest.
Okay. He appears to be a prepper.
No, he's not a prepper.
This
is the same guy that loses his wallet and phone all the time.
I just can't see that happening.
All the time.
Seems so organised.
Going all the time. Gets to mum's house.
Right.
Sits there. He's like, can't find my wallet. I'm like, you just had it.
Right.
He's like, I can't find it.
Apple
Can't find
AirTag.
it. Can't find it. Then we have to go and look around the house, and eventually you find out. I'm like, here it is.
It's a game. He's playing a game with you.
No, he's not playing a game. He's actually saying like, I can't find my wallet. That's what he does. Like he's really doing that. He's going through it in that moment. I have to catch him. Straighten him out.
Okay, coffee.
There you go. Coffee. That was that.
Do you want to come on one now?
No. You can wait your turn.
Mine flows off yours though.
Got plenty
it's nice. Week. It's a good flow to mine.
Okay, fine.
That's the only reason I said it. You've gone to get your coffee.
Oh, okay.
There's no coffee, right? But you're also gonna have Langar.
Yeah.
You get your Taal. Get your chamcha. Never forget the chamcha. Got your compartments. Now you don't know what's going to be available here at the counter.
Pick up one chamcha, bro. You don't be picking up 6.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that. I wasn't going to say that. Yeah.
Tentacle was coming out of the Taal.
This chamcha's from my Dhaei. This chamcha's from my Dhaei. This is my Kheer, my dessert. I can't mix with this one. No, I wasn't going to say that. But are you kind of I need to fill every compartment kind of guy? Or are you
No, never.
Right. Because there's some people who have this concept, which I agree with from a health perspective. Historically, Langar is a very simple thing.
Yeah.
Ek dal, maybe ek sabji. The mitha, that's just a concept we've made later down the line, right? But the idea was not to create diabetes. Now, this gourmet menu, huh?
Take everything.
Like people get the smallest amount of salad.
Yeah.
Like just a token, just I got this salad, salad. Right. And then they just want to fill up the Taals with everything.
Yeah.
But you're a guy who, because you don't know what's coming, that's the thing, right? You don't know which sabji it is. It's probably going to be a dal. But do you wait and do the...
Or you can see though, because they normally open the lids at this point. If you're going at peak time, all the lids are off because they're constantly pouring.
So you're looking ahead.
I'm looking ahead like, ooh, fancy a bit of that dal. Yeah, fancy that.
All right. And when...
that dal's a nice colour.
When you put your Taal forward, because I'd say most of our dals, they understand now, they don't want waste, right? So before, you get some who's like, and then bang, straight. And it's like heaped, and you're like, oh, you need sabji, you need nikki di roti. Oh, it's not good. It doesn't work, the maths, the ratio. But now I feel like they put a little bit in, and they're like, do you want more? What kind of guy are you?
That's nice.
You can fill it up? Or?
I've done the filling up, and the first 2 people I filled it up for, it spilled. This is when I was a kid.
Oh, no, this is you doing this ever. I'm on about you receiving.
Oh, receiving it? They'll pour a little bit, I'm like, bus.
Okay.
Bus.
Do you want a little bit?
Bus.
You do the same thing in Prashad?
Toroji.
You do Prashad?
Yeah, then they go, I'm like, oh, okay.
Indy turns left and right.
Yeah, I'm like, Sanj, do you want to split? She's like, no. Take your own.
I have diabetes. Why are you giving it to me?
So take your own. I have my own. Take your own. I'm like, okay.
I've got oily hands. I can't deal with it.
I can touch on the Prashad bit actually.
Go on.
Real quick.
Go on.
When we were at that event a few weeks ago where the uncle shouted, no playing cards in the Gurdwara, and the kids were outside.
Yeah.
They were running up and down and they were looking up at the camera waiting for the time that the Prashad was going to be served. Because they were really excited. Because that's what kids do, and they're like, when's the Prashad going to be served? And they're hoping the Sevadar comes around and passes it to everyone. That's what they're thinking is happening. But Sanj told them a trick. She said, you know, the Prashad's outside. Because this is one of those Gurdwara where they have it outside, you receive it at the end, and then you go. And you walk out. She's like, you know, you can just go out and get it now. And they looked at her like Sanj told them where the drugs were.
Yeah.
They looked at her like, what?
I can just get as much as I want.
I can just get as many as I want. And they were running up and down. And Sanj's like, I'm the Prashad dealer. I was like, yeah. To the kids, you actually are the Prashad dealer.
PD.
Yeah. She just told them straight where everything was.
It's a dangerous thing you want.
And they had like 3rd or 4th portion there.
You know what your wife's done there?
Done what?
What's she done there?
She's taught the kids what?
She's pushing them towards diabetes. She's like, kids, tusi bhi mere vargan ban jo. That's it. I sugar.
That's it.
Prashad khalo.
That's it. You're going to be like me now.
That's it. Love it. Okay. So your Taal approach is small amounts.
Yes.
And are you going for everything or not going for everything?
I'm not going for everything now.
You always get Dhaei?
I'll do dal, kheer, no Dhaei.
Dal and kheer are must. What about sabji?
Maybe. If it's gajar sabji, yes. If it's gajar sabji, I'll take it. I'm in.
Solid in it.
If it's like gobi, I'm like, no.
Gobi's alright.
If it's aloo matar, I'm like, no.
Aloo matar, no. I agree.
See what I mean? That's the difference. That's
then you're getting kheer or semia, yeah?
Yeah, always kheer. You always bank on kheer. You hope it's kheer.
What's going in your kheer?
Huh?
What's going inside the
You
kheer?
dump the jalebi on top, don't you? You're one of those madmen.
If it's there, and I'm like, I've been really good this week. I've not had.
I've been really good this week. I've had no
really good. Yeah. But then you get the people, the really extreme people. This is super level extreme, right? So what we're talking about is a normal level Taal, normal size. The kind of you got the 1, 2, 3 Nikki.
Yeah.
Then you have okay, this is a whole different question now. This has become, what's your arrangement
Five.
So you got 1, 2, 3. Then you got the big one. It's a bit bigger, the biggest. What's going on where?
Oh, you always turn the little side to the front.
Right.
For the Dhaei, dal, sabji.
But sometimes people put the Dhaei in one of the other compartments.
Yeah. It depends.
Right.
So sometimes the Dhaei does go in the big left one, but the big two compartments at the bottom of the Taal. One is for the prashadda. One is for the Kheer.
That's right. But there are sometimes when it's happened so quickly where my Kheer has gone into a little compartment and then I get really sad. Like, look at your face. Look at your face. Look at his face. Look at his face right now, guys. When that happens, you're like, because you've realized that the Kheer is now not going to go in the big compartment.
I'm about to shed a tear.
It's really sad, man. When Kheer doesn't go in the big compartment, you're like,
I've got a cuddly compartment now.
There's 2 options now. It's like, well, do I ask for Kheer in that one as well? But then it looks like I got loads of Kheer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, everyone's going to be like, in that Kheer compartment?
Yeah.
Right? Or you're going to be like, oh, so I'm going to have to like have
a little one now.
Kheer. That's happened.
Oh, mate, I feel.
And I'll tell you, do you know, I think one of the times it happened is like, you know, this is why you should focus when you're in Langar line as well. When somebody's talking to you and you're doing
it's
this,
a problem.
Right. You're doing, really nice. When did it? Yeah, we should catch up. And then you turn back and the Kheer is in the wrong compartment. You're like, and that person's fine. They're like, no, this one, please. Big one. I'm like, you give me.
You tell me over here.
Give me a
You just swap Taals right now.
Give me a Kheer,
Okay, you just give me some of that Kheer.
So
also, some of the Dhaei occasionally, it's not got the balls in it.
Bundi.
What's that called?
Bundi.
Huh?
Bundi ali Dhaei.
Bundi ali Dhaei.
It's the best. I love
Okay, but where do you get that from?
Oh, you buy it from like these M&T stores. This little, it looked little yellow Rice Krispie type things.
Right. So sometimes some Gurdwara don't have that and they have normal, but then you can't figure out which is Kheer and which is that quickly. So you're like, which one? You're like, wait. You're like, is the steam coming off it? That's the Kheer. That's no steam. That's got to be the
For me, good Kheer is a bit more stodgy. It looks a bit like porridge. I like that.
It has that little skin layer on top of
I don't like it when it's too runny.
Yeah.
Good Kheer for me is a bit stodgy. Looks like porridge.
Yeah.
Whereas Dhaei should just be more of a milky.
I see that.
You're right. Sometimes you can't. You're like, what is this? So you like the bundi just to know what the difference is.
Yes. See what I mean? It's an identifier.
Identifier. Right. I love that. Right. But the people I was going to talk about is, that's a normal size Taal. But you know there exists another Taal.
The baby Taal.
The baby Taal. What is the function of baby Taal in Gurdwara?
It's for the kids. Also, it's for small portions.
But when the adults use it, what do they put in there?
They're thinking I've been limited to 2 portions now.
No. So you're right. I've never seen anyone put actual langar into that. That's for pakore, samosa.
Oh, there's a separate plate for that Warsaw Gurdwara, isn't it? It's just a normal plate.
No, it's like this little mini Taal. It's only got 2 compartments in a
thingy,
but it's like half the size or a third of the size. Or if it's pizza day, beans day, then you use that and you get the ketchup and everything. I've seen some people get the Nikki Taal, samosa, pakore, barfi, like basically wedding breakfast.
Yeah.
That, and get a Taal of normal langar. Wow. And the jalebi and the kheer, and I'm like, hello.
That's crazy.
Hello. This is why you're not
This is not for just you.
Like, just be a bit more sensible. So, that was my question on. Let's call it Taal theory.
That's wild. I like that. All right, taking it off Punjabi stuff now.
Yeah.
Is vaping more popular than ever, or is this a recency bias versus cigarettes in the past? As a doctor, tell me your thoughts on this.
It's a good one. I mean, I read an article the other day, which was because the thing we tell people is this concept of lesser of 2 evils. So smoking is just, historically we've got much more data and evidence in terms of the harmful side effects. And just to give people an idea, look, everything you'll see normally on packets, the pictures and you see all that stuff, and people talk. Well, actually, I'll ask you as a non-medical person, when I say to you, what's a bad thing that can happen from smoking? What comes to mind?
Lung cancer immediately.
Right, the number one thing, right, which is super important. But the other side, which I tell people is, look, that's one. But the effects it has on your heart attacks. Number one risk factor in somebody having a heart attack, smoking.
Yeah.
Right. In men, erectile dysfunction, smoking.
I remember you saying this, yeah.
Going blind, smoking. Like it's just bad for everything. The only thing there's a little bit of evidence for it helping with is there's a condition in the bowels, ulcerative colitis,
right,
which is part of what we call inflammatory.
Smoking helps with, really?
Yeah, apparently it reduces the rate of inflammation. If you
but there's a big cost trade-off with that.
Exactly. Well, what some people try and do.
Surely there should be other way or change your diet.
No, exactly. No, there are actual treatments. It's just saying that. So some people, what they do is they don't smoke, but if they have a flare up, they'll smoke for those 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then they stop.
Jesus. Okay.
So if you've got the control, we never advocate, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just something we've noticed happens.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, smoking's bad. But vaping obviously is seen as the better version of smoking.
Smells better.
It's good for you and it's not harmful. But there are plenty of cases now where we're seeing people's lungs damaged for different reasons, different pathologies, not cancer, but not working in other ways, which still means that some of these people are going to be on lifelong oxygen, that kind of thing, carrying oxygen tanks. So the advice I kind of say to people is, look, it's hard to go cold turkey on anything, whether you're drinking too much alcohol.
You got to wean off anything.
You got to wean. So if you're saying, and I didn't say that, I don't say, oh, vaping is bad, you shouldn't do it. I say, look, you're smoking, right? Okay. You come off now? Good. First, you got to acknowledge and say, that was really good. But the biggest thing I found that helps people stay off smoking is you have to go into the why at that point. So what actually got you to stop smoking? I've been thinking about, no. At the point where you said, I'm not smoking, tell me the why. I've got to anchor them in that why. So if they get tempted again, they think
reinforces it. Yeah.
Right? Got anchors, advanced and LP.
Yeah.
But if it's, well, I've done that and then now I vape, it's like, okay. At that point, so they've made that step. I'm like, all right, let me tell you about vaping now. But again, slow and steady. Vaping 5 times a week. Let's try and get you to vape 4 times a week for a month.
Okay.
That. Slowly, incremental. But yeah, not good. Ultimately, not good.
So there's a couple of things there. Number one, people have those disposable vapes where they collect them on like a wall as if they're like a thing of pride. Yeah, and there was a viral video that went out a while ago, which was a girl was going through her little wardrobes at home, and she was pulling out drawers full of used vapes, and people were just saying to her voice must be like Darth Vader, like she must be breathing hard. That is not good for you. And then yesterday we saw a clip on Twitter.
We did,
which is alarming. This.
Very alarming.
It's gone. I had it. It was a clip on Twitter.
It's been taken down?
No. It's not been taken down, but it's gone on my phone, so I'll get it later.
Describe it.
It's a kid vaping, a child, in like a little...
As in being allowed to vape. Someone's obviously given them
the vape. They gave him the vape, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Yeah. It was in Birmingham, apparently. It's a Snapchat, so I can't verify the...
Just hating on Birmingham, aren't you?
The reality of it.
Like, it wasn't in London, it's Birmingham. It
happens in London too, but someone caught it on camera. And I just thought, how do you not know that this is bad for your kid?
Even if you don't know, like, if you're not completely
sure.
You
know, you're not thick, you know.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Don't smoke when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't drink when you're pregnant. Like, everyone knows.
But don't give it to Niani either, man.
Yeah, I mean, but the other side to that as well.
What about the secondhand vape?
I was about to come into that. Yeah. So, but even secondhand smoking, it's like, they are seeing you. How do kids learn everything? Observation. What you're told, but prior to that, it's what you see. Oh, that must be normal. Oh, I'll do that because my dad did it or my mum did it. So don't do it. If you are going to do it outside when they're not there. And but you've got to be that example.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy. Some scary shit, man.
Let us know your thoughts on vaping in the comments, people. Why do you think it's so common? Just tell us, because we're actually intrigued. I see people who don't smoke anymore or don't smoke at all when they're picked up vaping. It's like an informal thing. Apparently, it gives them like a bit of a high or a bit of a hit, as in it calms them down. Some people obsessively vape when they're stressed.
Gotcha.
And I'm thinking, whoa, that's dangerous.
Yeah. You should tell them to start a podcast.
Why?
Helps, doesn't it? Helps your stress, helps my stress.
Yeah, but I've never turned to vaping.
That's what I'm saying. We do this instead.
This is stressful.
It's good stress, guys, and it's bad stress. This is good stress.
This is still stressful.
I asked Indy yesterday. I was like, I understand why. I understand the
reason why I do it.
No, because we have different reasons for starting. I mean, I understand what I get from the podcast now in terms of validation. I said, what do you get that keeps you going? And he's like, I don't really know. And I was like, okay.
It's true.
Moving on.
I need to sit and think on that and sort of understand why I feel that way.
I'm gonna get the accelerated answer. I'm just gonna ask Sanj because she normally knows.
She can tell you.
She will.
I think for me, it's the pursuit of a better life.
Pursuit of happiness.
No, better life.
What's the difference?
It's not happiness. I'm happy now.
Are you?
I am happy.
Oh, right.
You could be happier, but I'm still happy.
Okay. I've never heard you say you're happy.
You're shocked, innit?
You've never said you're happy. And you've said it now live on a podcast. That's very interesting.
That's it, boss. Played that back at my funeral. Oh, wow. He had a happy life. Proof.
Yeah, no.
I am happy.
He had a happy day. He had a happy day one Sunday where I spent doing content with him. He's so happy. I need to cancel this as well. That really got to him.
I can't believe you guys did that. Can you tell me why? You were about to cancel.
Oh, it was. Oh, it's just when random things come out of the works and you're like, oh, I really.
This is bad timing.
It's like I need to address this. So then in that moment you're like, okay. So then you play out in your head, you're like, so if I didn't do that, what could I do? Opportunity cost. So what do I do in that time now?
Is that worth me cancelling the whole weekend for this?
Yeah, exactly right. And then, but then I saw your face, and your face like deflated, like you're so happy, and then you just kind of, because then I'm thinking Indy's head. He's like, I'm not made any plans. What do I do in my time? Sanjay's not going to be here. I'm just going to end up cleaning or something.
Pretty much. I would have ended up cleaning and just doing a bunch of edits. Is what I would have done.
So,
what a lovely life.
So lovely. Right, happy man.
I got one last one.
Okay, happy man.
Remember what I said about Pret a while ago? How I was angry at the price inflation they gave at the airport?
Chip on sandwiches though?
It's happening now in the real world. Check this out. Article from the Evening Standard. Real world. Okay. Pret ramps up prices as gross profits climb 83%.
So you're not making enough percent, so you need to increase the price. That's great. Yeah.
83% gross profit. That's wild. And that's still not enough for you. And you're still milking people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sharam nahi aunਦੀ?
It's the best use of Punjabi you've ever used. I mean, Indy, wow.
Thank you.
Say it again, man.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
So good.
One time.
The right tonality and everything.
One time. Do you know why? Because I've heard my parents say it to me in the past.
He's heard it so many times. He's like, Mummy, Daddy, मैं geography read करनी तन्नू शर्म नहीं आती Mummy, Daddy, मैं podcast शुरू करना तन्नू शर्म नहीं आती
bloody idiot. Okay.
Mummy, Daddy, मैं London move हो जाना तन्नू शर्म नहीं आती.
It's true. There we go, man. It's crazy.
Guys, let's put that on a t-shirt. I think that'd be great.
तन्नू शर्म नहीं आती.
No, Indy, तन्नू शर्म नहीं आती.
Thanks, man. Just crushed my soul. Right, I'm gonna read some snippets of the article. Read it, okay, so the in-store price of an egg mayo sandwich is up 72% on August 2020 to £3.25.
This is what it is now, or it was?
What it is now, £3.25.
£3.25 for a single sandwich.
Yeah.
Let's give context here. Aldi sandwich meal deal, you're paying about £1.59.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. The price of a pan au raisin, aka
Pain
a raisin.
Circular thing.
So is it a swivel thing?
Pain chocolat is a rectangle.
Okay. Pan au raisin.
Oh, it could be the intercrossed long.
Yeah. I was thinking that. Jumped 43% to £2.50. Can of Coke Zero. All right, how much do you think a can of Coke Zero should be? Because I got asked this by my brother the other day. He messaged me, said, Indy, how much is a can of Coke? Sanj and Bubby are certain it is over £1.
See, what I would have said was, if it's, because my reference is kind of like Shindy's dad's store, off license.
Bossman shop. That's what I thought.
Bossman shop, but quid. That's my kind of.
80p. Yeah. I've seen places where it's 80p.
Right, and that seems like, yeah, okay.
Pret are charging £1.70 for a can of Coke Zero. That's some premium refrigerating right there, man.
It's the same product, man. I mean, it's just.
Absolute selfish bastards. Right, here you go. Ham and cheese Grieve baguette is up 38% to £4.75. Hummus and chipotle wrap has risen 42% to £4.25. A tuna baguette is up 42% to £4.25. Prices for online orders have also increased at an even faster rate. The UK CPI inflation stood at 20% over the same period. Pret turned a gross profit of $279 million in 2022, according to the accounts filed in July. Again, that's revenue to £648 million. That represents an 83% rise on gross profits made in 2021. So they're basically taking the piss. And what they've said is, well, Pret significantly invested in lower prices for customers throughout our highly successful loyalty program, Club Pret. From next week, all Club Pret members will get 20% off all food and drink products. I'm like, okay, so you still hiked it at 42%. So really, 22% is the difference.
Still gone up. Yeah.
Wow. So you're making me feel better by giving a loyalty program that is reducing the price slightly for the massive hike you did.
It's still gone up. Yeah.
How fucking polite of you. Thank you so much. People who still shop at this place, man, think twice, honestly.
No, but so here's my question to you, Indy. So based on stuff like this. So
think twice, man.
Everyone moans about this stuff, yeah? So why do people still buy it?
Because I think some people are only in proximity to a Pret.
Okay. But you know what answer is going to be that. It's just prep,
and not go to Pret.
Yeah. I think the way Shindy and I kind of handle these kind of price increases, right? Especially when it's like a kind of midday, you need a snack, you don't really need to have a full meal. You say it was a Pret thing.
Yeah.
It would be buy get one of those things, like one baguette, half it,
Yeah.
and then get maybe 2 sides and a drink to share.
Yeah.
You gotta. That's the only way to. Otherwise, like, man, if you make both going out, like I have a general principle, and I kind of use the Greg's model, which is if I'm having a snack in the middle of the day, if I'm at home, I have proper lunch. If I'm out, I don't really need a proper lunch. I'll just eat lunch and dinner. £5 is my target. Can I get what I need to eat for £5? Like Aldi, for example, £1.59.
Okay.
Yeah, and normally I carry my own bunny, and then it's just crisps or chocolate, whatever you want. £5 is doable.
Yeah.
But if you're spending that just on the single item, yeah, man.
It's incredible, isn't it?
But people wake up, man. Like, stop spending on shit. That's the only way they're gonna learn.
Just don't support these shitty businesses, man. Like, let them go under. Honestly, you have to. You got to teach them a lesson. Just because they get greedy as fuck.
And then we need a market reset.
We need a market reset across all food prices. Because they're all going to point and say, oh, food inflation. And I'm like, oh, really? Food inflation has gone up by that much, has it? It hasn't. 20% has gone up over that time. Understood. 42% hikes? No bueno. Don't get it.
No bueno.
Don't make sense. So anyway, screw Pret. Thank you. Good night. Next segment. What's happening, Doctor? Huh? Tell everyone about your naughty. The naughty kita.
Well, no, I didn't actually do naughty because the thing I need to bring I brought. What he's referencing.
Stupid kita.
What he's referencing is I've had a extremely busy 3 days, culminating in me being here for half the weekend. We just call it half.
I'd say half the weekend.
Half the weekend, but falling in an under.
Tell you what, mate. It's been 24 hours. We've done a lot in 24 hours.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
Jesus.
So basically, I forgot my Dechi. So everything we referenced in the episode last week.
Yes.
About Indy's puppy for getting hurt, Dechi, which is Bal's fault.
Yes.
Yeah. So this
what she said.
This is not else's fault. But I realized I was driving and I had my backpack here, I had my podcast back there, and I was like, "There's nothing in the boot. There's nothing in the boot." And then the thing is, before I called you, I was like, "What do I actually need in the Dechi?" Nothing really. Just change of outfits for podcasts and stuff. I was like, one night, Tika, doable. Haven't got a toothbrush. Rang Indy. Can you source it? Do I need to stop? He's like, I can source it.
We actually stress tested your hypothesis.
There you go.
I feel like you did this for the content.
Man of my word. And like, did I stress?
No, you were fine.
Did I lose my shit?
You were fine.
No. Because
that was Shindy, though. You'd be in trouble.
We deal with shit. No. Even that. Like, Shindy's better now at
acclimatizing.
Yeah, it's like, it's out. Okay, what do you need to do now then?
Mm.
Okay, so let's stop. Buy toiletries at services. Done. Like, whatever you need to do, you get done. So that happened. What else has happened? We did our first live.
We did. We went Instagram live.
That was.
We'll try and do that more.
Very cool.
We'll try and do that
I
more.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I might do some today.
Maybe if we get
5
time.
minutes.
If we get time.
5 minutes. You can only do 5 minutes, Indy.
We'll see.
I know you can do it.
We'll see.
You're a very special boy.
We'll see.
You can do it.
I don't know. Let's see.
You're a special guy. I'm sure you can do
Listen, don't try and do the NLP on me. It doesn't work.
See, that's bad NLP.
I see through it. That's terrible. That's horrible.
That's bait.
That's horrible.
That's bait NLP. It's in your best interest to do it.
It's not in my best interest at all. My best interest is to wrap this up and watch the Man United game that I missed the first half for.
You're not a true fan.
Thank you.
So,
how dare you say those words to me?
You're podcasting. That's what you need to be doing.
Committed.
Yeah, we did first live. That was interesting. We had some interesting requests. A lot of fruit questions.
What questions?
Fruit.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Like things I've never thought of. Like, what's your favorite?
Karbuja.
Yeah. What's your animal? Lots of what's your favorite? And people genuinely want to know. And I was like, I just don't know.
Someone asked to be related, actually. That was interesting.
Did they?
I was like, no, we're not related. We're just friends.
It's not the most racist question ever. Like, okay.
It's all right.
We did some singing.
We also found a woman from Warsaw. Some random Gordy joined.
Debbie.
And you were like, oh, you're from Warsaw. Tell me your postcode. I'm like, stop giving out your postcode to people, man. What are you doing?
The thing is, if you're truly from Warsaw, you know it. So she said it. I was like, okay. But then she got thinking about us not speaking like yum yums.
It's not what?
Yum yums.
Oh, yum like?
Yeah. So then we did about that and then she got really happy.
Yeah.
Don't think anyone else was happy. Probably didn't know what we were saying.
Of course not.
And then we did some singing. Indy was doing the backing vocals.
Cry Me a River, man. I'm telling you, my go-to song. If I asked you karaoke, that would be my song.
You don't have to say what you did.
See?
I already know. I found it from. It's terrible. I say I mean, that's like, let me give you a basketball reference here.
Threw you the alley-oop.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get it.
You went.
Just watched it. Oh, was that for me?
We did a bit of dancing.
No, you did the dancing.
Yeah.
I gave critical feedback.
You're like, you're doing it properly now. I was like,
I'm doing it properly, man. You were doing Jandra Singha by your lulli, man. It was weird. I was like, what is this? Who are you? Who taught you this?
Technique?
Who taught you this, bro? That's what I'm thinking.
That's so funny.
You watched F1 today?
Do you know what?
And I had a call from a family I had to attend to. I missed all the juicy bits.
I couldn't take my eyes away from the screen. It was so interesting. Like, I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
You told me a little bit. But the commentary was so lit, man.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, yeah, like, okay, what's going to happen? Oh, my
and
God.
they touch on the turning.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
at that. Lewis Hamilton's been pushed up the course. Oh, and now he's come back on and he's taken the place. I'm like, oh, my God, man, calm down,
It's
bro.
literally like that.
Yeah.
But you're seeing it happen and there's like steam coming out.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, my God.
oh.
And then Pokedana, like, he's going to flip and
Yeah.
and then he survives. And then he's like, when they take over, though, they get so excited. He's like, yeah, he's there and he's past him. And
Yeah.
But then that kind of bullshit about, oh, he's taking him over, but then it wasn't the right way. So I'll let you go back in front.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, this is a bit too respectful. It's like,
It's
listen,
true.
You're beating him, innit? I'll go ahead.
No, you haven't beaten him. You cheated or something, man. You got to be careful.
So in that scenario,
In that scenario, sometimes if you don't give the place back automatically,
the time thing.
they don't get a time penalty. The team principal will call the other team principal and they'll say, give the place back. And they'll give the place back.
What, as in, so they call the driver and be like, but you're on.
So imagine, let's say a Mercedes driver has taken a Red Bull driver accidentally and it's
Right.
wrong. He didn't give the place back.
Right.
He will, the driver will complain to his engineer.
Yep.
The engineer will then contact the principal.
Yep.
The principal will then contact the Mercedes principal.
Yep.
He will talk to the engineer.
Yep.
The engineer will tell the driver, give it back.
That's what I mean. But then the
And
driver
they'll give it
doesn't have
back.
to listen.
No, they kind of do. They kind of do.
But then you gave me an example where the driver didn't listen and he didn't get reprimanded at all.
Yeah, but that's because he was a bit of an arsehole.
he's
For
the
those who don't
he's
understand,
the best in the
it's
world.
Max Verstappen. He's an arsehole.
Did you get away with it
yeah.
because he's best in the world? Is that what it is?
I think so. And he's also the golden boy of the team. So they're not going to do anything to him.
There you go.
There is that untouchable aspect. But I'm glad you like it now. I think you should watch it more.
Like you said, there are certain ones probably better for watching.
There are some not worth watching. Today's one was worth watching. It was Monza, the Italian, second Italian Grand Prix,
Straight.
which is wicked.
Lots of straight, lot of fast.
Lot of straight, lot of fast turnings.
So Lewis Hamilton, I've never
good
seen
fun.
him before, so that was nice to watch.
And you saw like some of he does some underhand shit as well
He's just
sometimes.
gangster man.
But he's like,
Straight gangster.
gotta do it.
Yeah. So all in all, been a very productive weekend.
Yeah.
Always bloody hot here. No capre, so that's that.
Yes.
And no Sanj. I mean, I didn't know how much this would affect me.
Why? Why do you miss her so much, man? Look at you swooning over there.
She's such a balancing force. It's not that I don't like you.
It is you don't like me.
No, it's not that. We are, just to let people know, we are friends. We are really friends.
Yeah, we really are
We
friends.
really
yeah,
are
yeah.
friends, yeah. But she just has this different energy, man. And like I said, in the US office, she's the voice of reason.
Mm.
I think I like having her on. Shindy's always got your back. So I need to
She
have
will.
my back. Huh?
But she knows. She knows like, oh, they're ganging up on Indy. Better join in. Yeah.
It's just because
Better join in and protect him a little bit.
your name's in her name, like
True.
Shindy and Indy. They're like
True.
such a little duo.
You're going to have an Indy problem for the rest of your life now. You know that.
What do you mean?
Indy, Shindy. We'll just be giving you problems the rest of your life. It's great.
I lies. I want Sanj to come back. Sanj needs to come back and restore balance.
Come back. Restore balance to the force.
An order.
I want order to the force.
Yeah,
It needs to be brought back.
Yeah. So that's what's been happening. And I think summer's gone now, by the way.
No, it's still going, bro. There's a heat wave coming for next week.
Was it? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. But the mornings this week, you wake up and you're like, what
Bit
do I wear?
dark.
No, not the dark. I'm like, I need to wear fleece.
Check the weather on your app. Talk to Siri.
No, she's off.
Done. You took her off.
No, you mean like in general? I think about right now.
Tell her on the phone and then say, what's the weather? She'll tell you.
No, I do that. But I'm just saying, like, I hear it and I'm like, I got my scrub top on. I get to the good D, I'm like, need a fleece. Midway through the day, warms up again. And I'm like, oh, but it's that weird thing where in the morning it's a different temperature.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what I mean?
That's called the weather.
All right, Mr.
Geography.
Geography.
Bullhorn.
Sharon
Yeah.
Don't Sharon me on the?
Yeah.
Don't Sharon me on the?
And
The CN.
This geography degree is set this podcast up. Say something.
You what, sir?
This geography degree has set this podcast up. Say something.
Is
Hear that? Hear that?
Is that what you're putting it down to?
Seconds. Huh?
My agreement. To set
No,
this
I'm
podcast.
saying.
My agreement.
It doesn't matter
Exactly.
what my background was and my degree was. I still did it. Mequita.
The degree.
Man.
The degree or the podcast?
The podcast.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
What I would say has got nothing to do with degree, and your degree had
No,
nothing
I'd
to
say
do
it's
with the podcast.
everything. Persistence. 2-1.
Good lad.
That's it.
Chalo. What's happening with you?
We saw Rocky or Rani last week.
I haven't seen it, but I know my family saw it when we were in Dubai. We were at Ferrari World.
Great film.
That's very interesting because you don't watch many
Great
Bollywood
film.
films.
I'm not a big Bollywood fan.
So
I'm
this
very
is
informal.
Ranveer Singh and Ali Bhatt.
Alia Bhatt.
But
Alia Bhatt.
she's married to Ranbir Kapoor.
Yes, she is.
Ranbir.
Yes.
Don't get them confused.
And Ranveer is married to Deepika
Padukone. Can you say it? Say it.
Padone.
Padukone.
Oh, Padone. I thought it was Padone.
Padukone.
Padukone.
That's it.
There you go.
Deepika.
Deepika. Everyone knows who is Deepika.
What did she do recently in football? Was
the
the World Cup? The World Cup.
Did she?
She unveiled the trophy, didn't she?
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to the point.
Rocky.
Great film.
Or Rani.
Great film. 3 hours long. Had an intermission. Was necessary.
Which is good.
I thought it was fantastic.
Why do you say that though?
Because it was a good balance of understanding someone from a modern world and someone from a bit of a traditional world.
This is made
But also it was mixing...
Karan Johar?
Yes, it was mixing 2 people from 2 different religions as well together.
No,
so there was... I think she was a Bengali family from what I could understand.
And he was?
And he was a Hindu family. So they were trying to get with each person's traditions and stuff. And I don't want to give it away, but they blended with each other's cultures nicely. They criticized the traditional aspect and the progressive aspect very well for both sides. And I thought this has been expertly done. There's nothing wrong here with how they've approached it.
Excellent director. So if you want to watch more of his stuff, I watched something recent. Oh, he's in that thing that Haroon did. Can Bollywood Survive?
Yes, he was.
So he's in there like on
that, by the way, is really worth watching. Check it out on.
Please do check it out.
The BBC iPlayer. Can Bollywood Survive by Haroon. Really, really good.
Very well made. Yeah, very well made. And in there, he's talking about this idea that most of Bollywood cinema now is all action based.
Yes, it is.
Gurdwara is an example, which is doing really well. But traditionally, Bollywood was what? Love stories.
Yeah, love stories, TV.
And he's like, we need to bring that back as well.
Yeah.
But with a twist. And his stuff is always with a twist.
Yeah.
Rather than, he's not a Yash Raj, kind of everything's perfect. And although that's evolved now, but that's what it used to be.
Yeah, but you smashed it with this one. I was very surprised.
I will watch it.
I sat there and thought, I'm Ranveer Singh, man, low key. I was like, yo, this guy.
Oh my God.
This guy, so much energy. I was like, I am him.
Sorry, you think you have lots of energy?
Huh?
You think you have lots of energy?
100%.
Are you being for real right now?
100%.
When do you think you have a lot of energy?
Huh?
You think you have a lot of energy?
In that way, man. He was just so energetic.
In that way?
So on it. He was like, yes, I can do everything.
Right.
I'm Ranveer Singh. And I just thought, I like this
and
guy.
you're like, I have a podcast, which means I can do everything.
That's it, boss.
I think that's your answer.
What is?
I think having the podcast allows you to feel limitless.
Oh, limitless. Yo, okay, all right, chill.
No, I think the carryover is, it gives, I'm not going to say it gives you whole life purpose.
If you apply yourself to something for so long, eventually you start understanding it more and you start getting better. And then if you take that mentality into anything you do, you will naturally get better at it. That's the concept.
It's more than that. That's a skill thing you're talking about there. I'm talking more, you feel limitless because the potential, I've done it, I could do, whether you do it or not, doesn't make a difference now to you. It's the fact that actually translates over that I could do it. Could is more powerful than actually doing it in some instances.
True, sir. Anyway, great film.
There you go.
Very happy.
Thank you.
Loved it. You should check it
out.
out.
I'll watch it now.
You need to watch it.
I mean, you telling
honestly.
me to watch a Bollywood film.
Very rare.
Big thing.
Very rare when I say that. And now there's Bollywood on-demand shows on Amazon. There's one that Sanj and Bobby are watching. They are hooked on it. Yeah. It's so dark.
Thingy covered that. Is it Thingy Bombay Begums?
I don't know what it's called. I don't know who it is.
Right, you watch one called Tandav. Watch that.
Bro, I'm not going to watch whatever you tell. I'm just not going to watch anything. I don't get time. I don't get
time.
Oh,
okay. Time. Yeah.
Time aspect. I just haven't got time to watch it.
Mean thing to say. I'm not going to watch it because you told me.
No, I just haven't got time in it. I know I haven't.
But yes, there's a big shift now towards
on demand. Yeah.
And big actors.
Yes.
Sacred Games.
Kajal. She's doing hers now.
I love how I'm telling you a program. Like, Kajal, man. The actress. Yeah. Okay.
She's like big Bollywood, and now she's doing on demand.
She was big Bollywood. She took a massive break, and now.
And what's funny is in old mentality of Hollywood, it was I don't want to do TV. I only want to do films because TV's a step down.
And
now it's flipped in Bollywood. I don't know if it's flipped. Well, not even Bollywood, I guess.
No, Hollywood definitely is flipped.
No, I'm not saying Bollywood because it doesn't count as Bollywood.
Hollywood.
In Bollywood, the stuff it doesn't count as Bollywood. It counts as dramas, but it's not in the Bollywood space.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's an Indian drama.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's called that,
yeah. So in Hollywood, it's the running joke is I don't want to do TV. Like there's a TV show called Entourage, great TV show, really old on HBO. Yep. Every time I watch it, I take a different meaning away from it.
Yep.
And Bao introduced me to it, and the running joke is there, huh?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. The running joke in there is I'm not doing TV. I'm not doing TV because it's seen as like when that's on your CV, you're the TV guy now. Yeah. You can't get back into films and movies.
But in terms of longevity,
it's changed.
Like I'd rather have some. If I was an actor, 10 series worth of payday and longevity. I'd rather that.
But you get bored. That's the thing.
Maybe
people get bored of playing those roles on TV.
Okay, I'm thinking. All right, look at a character like Heisenberg. Wow.
Okay.
Career-defining character.
Fine, but look at a character like Dwight Schrute. He went on Diary of a CEO recently, and he said, I didn't like being Dwight Schrute.
Did he? He's been Diary of a CEO? Oh, I'm watching it on the way back. Seriously.
Watch it. Listen to it on the way back.
Brain Wilson.
Yeah. Listen to it on the way back and tell me your thoughts. But I haven't listened to it. But from what I've heard, he said, I wasn't happy on The Office being Dwight Schrute.
You ruined The Office for me now.
I haven't. I didn't ruin it. I just told you what someone said about themselves.
Don't say things like that. Don't say things that will harm my mental
Fine, I should have just let you listen to it on the way back to Birmingham.
Yeah, I'll listen to it.
There you go.
But okay, so that can happen. But for a lot of characters, like even for him though, that was like he will forever be known for that character.
He will, and that gets annoying. Like Carlton is always known for Carlton. Alfonso Ribeiro is Carlton. He can't shed that. But Will Smith could shed it from being Will in The Fresh Prince to go and do other roles.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Some people don't like only being known for that. So whenever you see someone on the street who's that actor, it's really appealing to just say, you're that guy from that film, not their name. And I think that really annoys them sometimes.
So what you're saying is we should do something else in addition to the podcast, otherwise we're just going to be known for the podcast.
I didn't say that at all, but we are doing reaction videos, so I don't know what more we can do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because people keep recognizing you. To be fair, you're handling it better now.
I tell you about two kids that saw me in the gym the other day. Yeah.
And you thought it wasn't gym. You thought it was gonna be gym-related question.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna come up to me and say using the machine, and then they pulled me up and said, yo. I was like, yeah. They're like, are you on TikTok? I said, yeah. He said, do you want a podcast? I said, yeah, I do. He's like, you're Indy, innit? I was like, yeah. He's like, safe.
They know your name.
Then they walked off, and they were all being nice. Then later in the gym, they got their like meme face on the whole time, and I'm thinking, I saw you boys like 10 minutes ago being all nice. Chill, man. It's all right. You don't have to put this whole face on. It's cool.
For you, for general?
No, just in general.
In general, yeah.
In general.
On that note, I should give a shout out as well. So I was leaving the hospital. Dark at night.
Yes.
Poor visibility.
Yeah.
Gurdwara, Ocado delivery driver is driving past. Slams on the brakes. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah. There's nothing in front of him. He's not stopping. It's not an emergency brake. It's like, is this about to be a hit or something? You know, like gangster films. Head pops out the window. Yo! You doctor? You on TikTok?
I've just walked out of a hospital. I am a doctor. Yeah.
You on TikTok? It's like, yeah. Come over. Raheem. I was like, you watch content? He's like, yeah. I said, what do you like? He goes, you did that clip on it about DC Salute. I was like, yeah. That's what you referenced. He goes, I thought you're from London. I was like, no, I'm from Birmingham, man. He's like, you're a real doctor? I was like, yeah, real doctor, man. And
I should make you wear scrubs every episode just to prove it.
Ask me medical questions. People just think I'm doing this all the time. People think that. There's this other funny thing about how, obviously we're behind the scenes, so we know what it is. But when people see our content, they just think we're podcasting all the time. People said that to me like, is that what you do all the time? I'm like,
no, bro.
No.
it's like a little bit of shooting.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It looks like a lot of it.
Yeah.
I guess it's because the reels come out every day.
Yeah.
And they just think we're there every day together.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Indy would like that, but I would not.
I would like that a lot.
Yeah. Maybe that day will come.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It will be if people like the video and deal with the polls, and hit subscribe and leave us a review. That would be ace. Absolutely ace. I ask you nicely. Thank you very much. People, we will catch you next week on the Flippity Flip. Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the rest of our episodes here and don't forget to subscribe here. We'll see you guys on the next one.